Time for a second date update. Let's get to that right now. So, dear Ryan, Sisney, Tanya, this is from Haven. Haven's a guy. She pursued me, so I'm a little puzzled as to why she's blowing me off. Like, she really put some effort into landing a date with me, which is super flattering. We finally went out, and then I thought it went great. Now she doesn't want to go out again. So, what's up with that? I mean, it can be like, I know, like, sometimes you just get busy. I mean, it just, life starts to happen. And you just get busy. But, Haven, thanks for reaching out. I get that you're, like, trying to understand this after she pursued you. What did she do to pursue you?
Okay, so like I said, this is all very weird to me because we met at a party and we hit it off, but we didn't exchange numbers at the party. But she's really good friends with my coworker who was hosting the party, so she started randomly showing up to visit her friend at work, and, we'd chat from time to time. And eventually she asked for my number, and I gave it to her. We texted a little bit, and then she asked me to go get drinks with her. And, we did, and I thought it went great. We went to the tap room in Pasadena on a Tuesday from, and this is very specific, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., because that's how she wanted to set up the date. She was like, we're just going to do 1 hour, see how it goes, and I got something I have going on afterwards. We can't extend it.
Love that.
And so
rigid.
It's intense.
Rigid.
Not rigid. It's matter of fact.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, but it's also, like, not hopeful.
It's realistic.
And it's also a Tuesday. Who can have the right? I can't brain date on a Tuesday.
Well,
it was all a little bit weird and strict, and I'll be honest, I was a little bit intimidated because, she pursued me. She set up all these guidelines and rules, but when we actually got there, I thought the date was amazing. The 1 hour flew by because, sometimes you're on a bad date. 1 hour feels like 12. And so I thought, I was looking forward to seeing her again, and I was hoping she'd be looking forward to seeing me, especially with how much work she put into getting that date. But now when we text, she's just being really weird.
So something went wrong on the date.
You sure you want to go out there again?
I mean, I had a good time. It's just I'm confused now because, it's not like she's ghosting me entirely. Sometimes she responds to my text, sometimes she doesn't. It's just that now when she does respond, it's really sort of short and curt and to the point, whereas before it was all very, flirty and sort of back and forth. Now it's just sort of like, okay. Period, right. No emoji.
All right, I think the back room has got her number. We're going to try and track her down. Let's give us a few minutes to see if we can get her to come on the air and find out why she's, like, not into it after being into it. Hang on, it's Kiss FM. Second date update right now. Second date update, Cynthia went out with Haven on a Tuesday night for an hour, and he thought everything went well, and then she, after pursuing him, is not responding and wanting to go out again, so she's agreed to come on and tell us about why. We've had some good second date updates recently. Right now, let's find out where this is going to go. I just want to quickly set the stage for you. Haven is on the line. Haven says he was pursued by Cynthia to go out on a date. She wanted to go on a Tuesday. She wanted to go from 6 to 7, 1 hour. That's it. Good on you going out on a date on a Tuesday with everything that's going on during the week. I don't know. 6 to 7 sounds a little rigid to me. He says it went amazing. The hour flew by. And after she was, like, trying to pin him down to go out, she's not responding to go out again. So, right. Haven, we've got her on the line. Be very quiet. I'm going to bring her up now and see why she's not into you or what's going on, okay?
All right, let's see what's going on.
All right, here we go. Cynthia, thank you for agreeing to come on with us. And sorry to impose, but you are on the air. It is Ryan, Sisney, and Tanya. We just are calling you about a guy you went out with named Haven.
Yeah, why?
Exactly. That's why we're calling. Tell me, did you enjoy going out with him? Was it a good date?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could say it was a good date. I don't know. It was more like kind of just a waste of a time for me personally, because I used to a lot of time just trying to get a date with him to begin with.
So you pursued him and it was difficult to pin him down?
Yeah, like I hung out at his office over and over again, just hoping to like run into him. Oh. In the end, though, we just have different priorities. Like it's not going to work out.
What were the priorities?
Okay. Yeah, well, how could you learn in 1 hour what the priorities were?
Yeah, well, in 1 hour, as it is, only that we had for the date, he took a phone call during the date, and that just showed me he doesn't really care or prioritize me.
Wouldn't it come off like you don't really care to prioritize him because you put an hour limit on the date?
No, I respect that.
No, I think it's rigid.
I think it's smart.
I mean, I needed him to be there in the moment. It was, 1 hour, and he couldn't even do that. And, that's a total fail to me.
Okay, well, we have Haven on the line listening in right now. Haven, this will explain why she's not getting back to you. Do you have an explanation about this phone call that was so important?
I mean, this sucks because she's right. I don't really have an excuse. I just kind of made a bad choice.
Who was calling?
I mean, don't second guess yourself. You made the choice. You should own it.
Oh.
But, you had a choice, and you told me there that this was your priority, so we're just not a match.
So I'm going to just weigh in on this, Haven. I think that her being so, planted in the ground on this thing is telling me a little bit about Cynthia that I'm not so sure you should pursue. She's got in her head that it's not a match. And this one, I think it's a little thing, but this one little thing she's taking as a sign to not continue. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't think this is something that you should push. Where are you on this, Haven?
I mean, I'll defend her here because, we did chat a little bit here and for weeks leading up to this date. And, the first 45 minutes of the date I thought were going really well. And I'll be honest, it's a real pet peeve of mine when I'm on a date and somebody is texting the whole time or taking a call. But I don't mean this to be a defense. I just want to have you understand. It was my boss calling, and he almost never calls me outside of work hours. So I thought it must have been some kind of an emergency with a client or something.
Yeah.
So I just had to check.
I think that's
So,
fair.
Cynthia, can you
Is it
can
an
you pass
emergency,
that?
though?
But come on,
Cynthia, if your boss was calling, wouldn't you answer the phone?
It's a responsibility. You cannot push this too hard. Is it something we can get past or not? I just need to know.
I don't know. I learned this on TikTok. I thought it was a really good idea. You don't want to waste too much time. So you go into it with just an hour of commitment on a date. And it's kind of perfect because then both of you, if you do like each other and it goes well, you can want more. But, I really learned everything I need to know about Haven in that 1 hour.
All right, Haven. I think we're going to give up on this one. Thank you, Cynthia, for agreeing to come on. Haven, good luck to you.
Good luck, Cynthia, on your love search.
No, I like the
She's
hour. No,
but
he's
being
rude.
too hard on this issue. I think she has been a little. I feel like he's like a nice guy. So your boss called.
Yeah,
him.
100%. We would all pick up the phone if our boss was calling. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
What a letdown all that was.
Yeah, that was
I like the hour move, though.
great. No.
And we heard you.
Gosh, let it go.